being in credit card debt and not paying it from my investment. Yan. I think that's it. Kasi I rack up so much credit card debt, tapos may investment ako. Okay? Talagang pagbabanggain, positive pa ako talaga. Pero hindi ko siya binayaran kasi parang I was thinking, sige, palaguin ko muna yung pera ko na, bayad-bayad ng konti sa credit card, pero mas kumbaga it would outpace, no, the interest sa credit card. Pero eto ka nangyari. Biglang nag-recession. The 2008,
Patay.
nako, nobody predicted that 2008 recession. And during that time pa, nako, it was for me, no, just to share, it was the perfect storm for me, that 2008 recession. Kasi biggest mistake, wala kang emergency fund. Kasi bull market eh. So all in ako sa stock market, 2007, sige. That's
Speaking
right.
of the sunog, kasi we all have our shares of mistakes and failures sa investments. If there's one financial mistake that you made in the past, and if you could redo it, ano yun? Ano yun? Yung isa sa mga financial mistake mo na for people who are watching, it's something that they can avoid because of the wisdom that you will give to us.
Wisdom, para naman tanda ko talaga. Experience. Anyway, ako, being in debt, being in credit card debt and not paying it from my investment. Yan. I think that's it. Kasi I rack up so much credit card debt, tapos may investment ako. Okay? Talagang pagbabanggain, positive pa ako talaga. Pero hindi ko siya binayaran kasi parang I was thinking, sige, palaguin ko muna yung pera ko na, bayad-bayad ng konti sa credit card, pero mas kumbaga it would outpace, no, the interest sa credit card. Pero eto ka nangyari. Biglang nag-recession. The 2008,
Patay.
nako, nobody predicted that 2008 recession. And during that time pa, nako, it was for me, no, just to share, it was the perfect storm for me, the 2008 recession. Kasi, of course, 2007 bull market. So all in, di ba? Bull market. Nasa finance na ako. So wala akong emergency fund noon. I think that's the second one na is a biggest mistake. Wala akong emergency fund. Kasi bull market eh. So all in ako sa stock market. 2007, sige, sayaga. Then boom, 2008 happened. No, recession. And during that time, ewan ko ba naman, during that time, my father had an operation gone bad that he has to be at the ICU for 2 weeks. All right. On top of that, 2008, I was set to get married 2009. And of course, a year before marriage, and you know this, Neil, nagbabayad ka na niyan, Neil, di ba, ng mga supplier mo, right? Babayad ka na niyan. Yung mga
down payment, the down payment ka na.
Oo, the catering, yung parong mo, or even your suit, your brides. Nako, so ako, wala kang emergency fund. So ang source ko lang is ang investment na nangalahati in value. And my dad is in the hospital. So, perfect storm, no? Perfect, ando pa rin yung credit card. So perfect storm for me talaga. So that was my biggest mistake, no? Not I think yung 3 yun na yun. Not paying my credit card with my investment. Pangalawa, not having an emergency fund. And pangatlo, going all in the stock market na ayun na nga, na walang emergency fund. Kasi again, no, sa mga viewers natin, nobody could really predict the market for the short term. In 1 to 2 years time, where it would be, kaya ang tawag forecast, di ba? Ang tawag parati diyan, stock market forecast. Walang nagsasabing stock market prediction. And nobody would say that I would predict. Di ba? Only God knows. Sa totoo lang.
Yeah.
Di ba? For the short term, nobody really knows. Only God knows. Pero long term naman, 25, 30 years, nako, I would bet, no, all of the 10 fingers on my hand. Paakyat yan, no? And proven naman yan. If the viewers would just take a look into the US stock market from the 1900s hanggang ngayon, maski mag World War I, World War II, Asian crisis, Great Financial Recession, kung makikita nyo, paakyat yan. But for the short term, again, you cannot really predict. Kaya, yan, I mean, who predicted COVID? Di ba? And who predicted that even during COVID, Putin would go into Ukraine. And then And then Israel and and Hamas would have that as well, di ba? So for the short term, you really cannot predict. So I think no, again, kapag may credit card ka, bayaran mo na from your investment. Pag mo nang antayin umakyat kasi baka mamaya something happened, malugi ka pa. Kung wala kang investment, if you have a credit card bill, I would suggest you can do refinancing. So imagine na lang kung nasa 3% or 2% per month yan, that's between 24 to 36% a year, you can do loan na lang. Mag-loan ka sa company mo, may mga manpower loan dyan. So for example, 8% lang yan or 10%. So between 10% naman and 36%, makakatipid ka ng 16%, then you go for it, no? You go for that. And again, and I think everybody would agree no na don't invest without an emergency fund. Ayun, mahirap na. It's just going into sea na na wala kang life vest.
Yeah. Basically, you're also saying don't invest money na you're willing to lose. Kumbaga, mag-invest ka lang sa alam mo willing ka to lose. Pero
That's right.
importante, may emergency fund ka pa rin, may savings ka pa rin, may buffer fund ka pa rin so that yung investment mo nag-all-in sa zero, meron ka pangbayad sa everyday expenses mo or mga eventualities like sa hospital. Napakaganda nun kasi maraming nababaon sa debt, and siguro what helped me sa credit card, I'm a firm believer that it's good. Pag dumating na yung due date, bayaran mo na yung buo.
Yes,
para
that's right.
you get the benefits at hindi ka maiinteresan kasi dun pwede mo snowball lahat pagka hinayaan mo lang. One event in your life can change everything so maganda wala kang utang para hindi ka makikripple. And speaking of since we are in the Philippines, majority of the Pinoy, they really want to invest. Are you still confident with the Philippine economy now na mag-invest sila ng stocks, ng bonds, or even real estate?
Yeah, for the Philippine market, well, recently medyo out of favor tayo with foreign investors. I mean, gano'n naman ang foreign investors and half of the stock market are foreign investors, diba? So, they find the best value. Pero siguro if we're thinking about mga 25, 30-year horizon, then yeah, okay pa rin ang Philippines. I mean, sabihin na lang natin na mura ngayon. Kumbaga, parang after the bagyo, you pick up the sticks, di ba, na nagkalat sa beach. So it's cheap right now. So you can start investing as well sa Philippines and continue investing.